Revelio.
Ah, there you are.
Hello, sir. You'll be pleased to know that I worked on my defensive magic with Professor Hecat.
So I hear. She tells me you've taken rather well to your new wand. You must continue to work with her and your other professors to improve your skills. That said, I don't wish to postpone our visit to the library any longer. So, shall we proceed?
Fig! I have work for you. Come.
Headmaster, I'm with a student and my schedule
Your schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student. I would think that after all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends. My office, 5 minutes.
That man is exasperating. Unfortunately, our trip to the restricted section will have to wait a bit longer.
But, Professor...
We have no choice. It would be unwise to provoke our illustrious headmaster further. I shall find you when I've completed whatever toils I must endure.
Revelio. Sebastian mentioned sneaking into the restricted section. Perhaps he'll have an idea. Revelio. Sebastian, there you are.
I was hoping to see you. I was in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack and saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow. Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
Seems he's working with Ranrock. And Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts.
Ranrock? And when were you at Gringotts?
Professor Fig and I ended up there after the dragon attack. It's Great the Tale. Fig had this
portkey to Gringotts? I'm not sure I follow.
I barely follow myself, and I was there. Anyway, we ended up in an ancient vault where we found a map. That map leads to the restricted section.
You can't be serious.
Deadly serious. Professor Fig has insisted that I not tell a soul about any of this. I've probably said too much.
Understood. Your secret's safe with me. Whatever it is.
Thank you, Sebastian. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight, and tell no one.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
See there? That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner, so don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know. The Disillusionment Charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light, just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try.
Revelio. Librarian's still here. Quick, behind the bookcase. You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me? The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
You distract, I get the key. Understood.
I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
The key. Here it is.
Is someone there? Is that you, Peeves?
That wasn't so difficult after all. Now, to find that book.
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say. Ghost, don't let her see you.
Incendiary.
If you're... Can't you leave us to watch about in peace? Out of here with you!
I'll be quieter than a jobber knoll. Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say. Ghost, don't let her see you. Should be in the clear now. No need for us to be skulking about.
So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else has given up.
Why do you think you'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne? Revelio.
No! We've tried everyone from Nurse Blaine to St. But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're after. Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic. Secrets of the darkest arts. I'm impressed. Silent as a grave.
Exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty, you'll get caughty.
Peeves, don't you...
I'm going to tell, I'm going to tell, I'm going to tell.
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
Wait, I don't want you getting into trouble for me.
I have a way with the faculty when it comes to disciplinary matters. Besides, I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck in your search. Now, where has that damned poltergeist got to?
I know just the spell to repair this armor. Reparo. Lumos. Of course. Traces of ancient magic. There must be more to this. That's it! Where might this lead? Reparo. Revelio. Ah, I need to wake up that rune over there. Not surprising. Guards at the ready. Levioso. Revelio. Reparo. Accio. Lumos. Lumos. This must be the way forward. But to where? Incendio! Lumos. 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 Accio. Leviosa. Accio. Lumos. Revelio. Reparo. Incendio. Accio. Revelio. Nearly there. Best keep my wits about me. Yeah! it is a book after all.
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald? Professor Rackham?
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood? Professor Bakar?
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganach, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we've never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But
that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
there was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
Revelio. Revelio.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted
These were
section?
tears of
But
joy.
how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section, as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories when I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
都没有吗？很清楚吗？
Like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
重点是很清楚吗？
Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good.
有点
Don't
没办
neglect
法
your。studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied
突
while
然
you're
变很
gone.
小
You've
声
done，
有吗？
exceptionally
现在
well.
呢？
I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh,
他
and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
他的收音孔在哪？我也不知道哎，我好尴尬哦。它是隐藏式的收音，还是我要完全带着才有办法？没有这么累
It's
吧？
time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands. Also, the training
你
dummy
在
is
上面
still
打字，
available.
不用传赖给我。
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
为什么不能动？四 D 地手靠腰。收宝箱幻影原像。系统测试蛮清楚，什么系统？什么意思？
Ask that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy. 没办法飞过去吗？王八蛋！应该有地方可以飞吧？那我现在测试一个东西。可是这边好像没办法直接设定呢，好像完全关掉才有办法设定。
be home for the holidays this year. Hope she's bought me a new piece of that.
What?
Good morning, Professor Garlick. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear.
Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie.
Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our
哇，好
garden.
立体声。那我现在讲话听得到吗？
We do look forward to growing together.
这样很清楚吗？像跟刚刚一样
How
吗？
thrilling it is to have everyone back together again.
好立体声。
This year will be
之
filled
前
with
听不到。
enchantment and
宝宝，
excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bowl.
那这样嘞？这样嘞？这样嘞？
Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the
Awesome.
mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears.
众生，众生是什么意思？
Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
众生。 什么叫做众生？因为一直收到旁边的声音吗？ 游戏里面的声音再重复一次，哦，那就是变成说，它现在就是，那就是喇叭输出，然后我的耳机收音了，然后这样变得很不清楚，因为它收音变太好，就是。
I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit sure, I'm afraid.
嗯。 哦，这，那好像真的没办法哎，要么就是耳机组。
All right then, off you go.
你现在是用电脑看？哦，好吧。
Now for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables.
因为我现在又把它调回来了，应该又是正常的。
Yes, Professor?
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp
啊，
of.
那这样就很麻烦，这样子还是一样啊，到时候跟朋友一起玩一样也是一样的问题啊。 可是这样的话，变成说房间，我朋友来我家玩啊，他就听不到声音了，就很智障，超智障，非常智障，听不。
Let us find you some seeds. I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Done. Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chopping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron.
很清楚吗？
The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Here, dear, and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite. Keep at it. A garden requires patience as much as water and sunlight.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh, well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop?
Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on, grab a few of them. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
Leviosa.
好问题耶，现在还会吗？
I'm sorry. What do I need to do?
Garlic said she wanted you to have a go at tending the cabbages. Give them some time to chomp and whatnot. Nothing to it, really.
现在还会忽大忽小
Toss some
吗
of those Chinese chomping cabbages out. You'll see fairly quickly why we call them that.
现在不会哦，所以我刚反带，我刚像带胡子的方式这样反带，这不会变得怪怪的。好吧，我就一直放后面，一直放前面就好了。但我迷路了，那怎么可能可以？可以什么？还是其实是他快没电了？哎，不对啊，那是收音的问题。 对啊，带壶的方式啊，就上下颠倒啊。懂。传奇，完成6个任务。东东。我是说胡子方式怎么可能可以？哦是哦，我怎么知道？我想说人家就有这样带过啊。好像好多任务哦。
Face with tears of joy。
然后再往后带。使用靠！使用阳刚举攻击人，哎呀！我错入了啊。不是这，不是这，这。这里会让我迷路。偷一下菜。按错了吗？
I'm sorry. What do I need to do?
Garlic said she wanted you to have a go at tending the cabbages. Give them some time to chomp and whatnot. Nothing to it, really. Just toss some of those Chinese chomping cabbages out. You'll see fairly quickly why we call them that. Look at that! That's not mention they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that'd have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a...
看了还是想要去买那个那个什么铁鼠的收音器。
Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Face with tears of joy.
因为怕收音机会怎么讲？它会变得收到一堆杂音啊。 现在还有好几种款式。算了，明天再研究吧。明天上班再来研究看看。
Face with tears of joy.
我当初就想说买耳机，只要使用它的收音功能，但是刚刚你说变得很模糊。
I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
是行得通的，但是变得很模糊。那买收音器还不是一样？算了，我们放弃吧，别执着这个问题了。
I attended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you
那是因为我现在用耳机，但是我现在收音的地方是耳机收音，不是喇叭输出声音啊。
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology
啊，不然你先不要关，
is a
我再调整一次。
And it will tend to you.
Yes. 那现在呢？
Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing.
To make anything, we must first understand.
现在不会重复声音吗？ 真的假的？我现在是耳机收音，现在没有。我现在是耳机收音，然后电视输出声音呢。哦，现在很清楚，是因为我把它挂在脖子上吧？所以它完全是收到我的声音了。哦，所以现在很清楚就对 ，OK。皮皮，你要干嘛？真的假的？如果操作没有问题，应该就是没有问题了吧？因为我刚刚调整很久因为要你们听才清楚，我自己听不知道清不清楚啊。
Shouldn't there be auras or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade?
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look completely incompetent, which he is.
变成要小一点，因为会很大声哦。所以我现在讲话不能太大声，意思咯。OK， 了解。
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As 5th years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect.
皮皮啊，下来好不好？不要在那边。
A Wigan Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Point for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
忘记找怎么做药水了，好头痛哦！现在都没有半瓶水。
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
你是真的可以耳机收音，然后电视输出声音。你就是把它当麦克风啊，不是把它当耳机在使用。
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir.
因为它毕竟无线的嘛。你挂在脖子上就可以了。
And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J.
我想说，我去买前，我还有上网查过那个。
You can find the ingredients you need in my office, but in the future you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the
因
first
为
time
我在
around.
上网查过，说能不能说单买耳机的部
My
分，
parents considered keeping me home from Professor Sharp.
但是
must
发
have
现
learned a lot
单
during
买
his
不
time as an Auror.
单买麦克风的部分，
I was impressed
但是
that
几
you
乎
were
都
able
是
to
有
answer
线
Professor
的，
Sharp's question about the Wiggenweld
啊，不然就是怕会
You're the new student.
不好使用，
I've heard much about you. Thank
所以
you.
还是决定直接买 Sony 的耳机
Pleasure, truly. And I've never seen anyone brew
来
such a
充当
flawless
麦克
Wiggenweld
风
potion。on their first try. Well done.
I'm glad I was able to get it right the first time.
You must simply have a knack for potion making. Some students seem so confounded by potion recipes, it's as if they're written in gobbledygook. A fascinating language, by the way. Neither here nor there, really, but I am a self-taught speaker. Merlin's beard, good conversation is the enemy of free time. I must return my book, Gateway to the
可
Far
是
Stars.
我发现有一个问题点，你们现在在上线上看我玩游戏，你们没人打字，我根本不知道是谁是谁耶。只看到人数，但没有显示谁是谁。我现在都觉得很好笑哎，都不知道谁在看。
I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office.
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a
皮皮，你不要捣蛋
prodigy
哦
with。potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't
Face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy, face
Anyone
with
with a
tears of
troll-sized
joy,
brain can
face
brew an
with tears
endurance
of joy,
potion.
face with tears
I'm
of joy.
working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fooper feather.
怎样？不能爆药？
Be in Sharp's office with his permission. Perhaps you could grab it for me.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fruit feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
收集灰蛇蛋，火灰蛇蛋。披风，看这好浮夸哦。
Fine job brewing your first Wickenweld potion. But there are many potions yet to learn. This is going to be a busy year.
Your potion should not...
灰蛇蛋，这。
Precision is key when brewing potions.
Here's the Fupa feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you. This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Should you chop the Dittany or crush it? The wrong answer could result
魔
in
药
an
台
unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
哦，也是要做药的哦。扫蘑菇哎，增加防御。哦，饮用后能顺利达成任务。更具体的来说，其效果小地图上即可大型哦。我想做这个。需要在那边等吗？
And now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to. Ah! Dragon's Tongue! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor, again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
I brewed an Edurus potion, as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm not sure what you're talking about, Professor.
You will not earn favor with me by failing to take responsibility for your actions. I suggest you heed my warning. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
蘑菇金枝，缺蘑菇金枝。我去哪里生蘑菇金枝啊？
Revelio.
在哪里？
I hate to see a creature get put down.
Revelio.
But trolls have no business in Hogwarts.
靠！他在哪里啊？哦，王八蛋！你这才在这里面呢。
Revelio.
应该是吧。
Ugh, my robes are going to reek from Gareth's inspiration.
Don't fret if you run out of ingredients. I simply grow most of what I need.
看似的任务。
Revelio.
哎，
Incendio. Revelio.
They really shouldn't allow food.
Revelio.
I enjoy having lunch down by the lake. Except when the giants...
Revelio.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
This
三姐妹之中。
Revelio.
扁扁护甲。
Why are we only learning all the boring?
嗯。
Off on another adventure, are we?
太远了吧？说师傅。诶。
Revelio.
都不能上去啊！
Revelio. Ha. Ha.
好。 它是在上面吗
Revelio. Revelio. Ha. Ha. Ha.
嗯
This looks intriguing.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning. But I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll. And Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matabeleland. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right. But how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
找宝箱哦。
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
I never thought Ranrock's loyalists would go this far.
You can stop a thief in their tracks with stupefy, or just run, of course. I met a girl once. Looked like an inferior. Pretty though. Didn't even...
Hello, sir. What do you sell here?
Hello, I'm Jalal Semi, and this is my potion shop. I can answer any questions you have about the town.
What do you have for sale?
水蛭枝
Ah, yes, a wonderful choice. I'll have no trouble selling this. Thank you. Hope to see you again sometime.
It's蓝色的。
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would...
Pardon me, is everything all right?
Hardly. I've just lost my business and almost my life. You'd best look elsewhere for wares. I've nothing to sell now. I never thought it'd come to this. Be on your guard. Ramrock and his loyalists will spare no one.
They attacked you.
Oh, Ranrock has no patience for goblins who won't join him. While I too would like to see goblin kind treated by wizards as equals, bloodshed is not the answer. When I said as much, they turned on me, struck me till I nearly passed out. Took my carts, my belongings, even that which is most precious to me, my paintings.
I'm sorry this happened to you. I shall certainly keep an eye out for your carts.
That is very kind of you, but I think they took them to their camp southwest of here, just past some ruins. Too dangerous to try and retrieve them. I did enchant the carts to return to me if I ever lost them, however. Slim though the chances may be, I'm holding out hope that some of what was taken is returned to me. It was nice meeting you. I wish it had been under better circumstances.
After what Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts...
They must have come this way! Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
You there! I see you! Think you're clever, don't you? No!
Incendio!
You're in for...
Incendio!
还有 boss
的 light go out of your eyes.
Yo there! Stop! Take us! Hold them off!
I'm not going anywhere with
You take this! You
You're going to regret that.
Incendio!
on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service. Historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has its symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens. My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these
incendiaries. Incendiary!
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
Merlin's beard! How beautiful! What a day! I can hardly believe it.
就这样。
I take it we can call that a success.
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require Mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Hey. What? 靠！就这样消失了。
A portrait in our common room wants to talk to you. It's Eldritch Diggory. He used to be the Minister for Magic, I think.
Might I beseech you for some assistance?
Hello. Can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes. My name is Grace Pinch Smedley. Of the Bath Pinch Smedleys? I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
Diving into the lake sounds like an adventure. Tell me more.
Splendid! Precisely the response I'd hoped for.
What do you need help retrieving?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with my grandmother. They never returned.
I'm so sorry. What happened to them?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were presumed drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever again. A treasured family vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some peace.
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand. But I'd be forever grateful. Of course, you may discover much more than the astrolabe. Anything else you found would be all yours. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful to have my grandfather's astrolabe back. I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
It sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see.
合理。新盘应该沉没码头东北200公尺。东北码头200公尺。东北。
Revelio. This must be where the Pinch Smedley family astrolabe is.
怎么他妈游不动？
I should let Grace know that I found her family astrolabe.
Too terribly difficult.
Nice.
Hello, Grace. I followed your bearings on a dive in the Black Lake.
Oh, how incredible! Did you find the astrolabe?
I did. I hope it makes your father happy.
It will. I can't wait to see his face. Thank you so much for doing this for me, and for my family. You do well to keep an eye out for more spots to dive. A diver of your caliber is certain to find all sorts of things down there. Thank you again. And I do hope you keep diving. You certainly have a knack for finding treasure.
好丑的面具，一定要都给这么丑的东东吗？未套装，讨论强化。凯尔特族，各种不一样。